guys. Thank you for coming to my first tarot card reading. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading. And if you chose pile number one is Chloe Zavini. She's doing some decluttering right now. Pile number two is Constance Wu. She was in Big Rich Asians, which is one of my favorite movies. Crazy Rich Asians. And she basically plays this middle class girl from New York City that has a great job. I think she works at like NYU, and she's married to this like absolutely like rich bachelor guy that she doesn't like really understand what his family life is back at home. So we'll check that out, group two. And then group three is Millie Bobby Brown. These are my made cards. I actually made these, and I didn't make the print, but what I actually did was I wound up actually doing the art design. So I hand designed every card, excuse me, mostly every card on this Mean Girls deck. So if you're in for How Deep Is Your Love for the Millie Bobby Brown, I mean, I know she just turned like 18 and the paparazzi on her, and this is no shade to her. Honestly, I don't think that she should be getting hounded like that, especially if you're just becoming of age. People should have the respect to give you the privacy that you deserve. So I have my iced coffee with me. If you want to get your iced coffee. Lately, I've been working with this stone, rose quartz. So if you have a rose quartz, you might want to work with the rose quartz. I'm getting ready for the energy. So come and join me. Come join in. This is my forest agate, basically. Okay. So pile number one, Chloe Sevigny. Pile number two, Constance Wu. Pile number three, Millie Bobby Brown. So we're going to start with pile number one and get these cards shuffled. So Chloe Sevigny is pretty wild. She's done a lot of risque acts. She started pretty early off in her career, and during her career, she actually did a lot of nudity within her scene. So you might really be comfortable with your body, pile number one. This is going to be an 18 plus reading, especially for pile number one. So if you aren't 18, please exit the building. I'm hearing like Boys was one of the movies that Chloe Sevigny did, and it was one of those like lesbian-esque movies, like really beautiful love movie about identity, like having an identity crisis. And this one girl, she didn't have any really like big gender, like she didn't have any big gender qualifications. I think that's my pizza that's ready. We're also being used in the Moonology deck for Chloe Sevigny's group. So come on in, pile number one. And so I'm also hearing that like she's taken a lot of risks with the roles that she's also done. She's done Big Love, which is all about like having like a polyamorous relationship, being okay with having multiple partners, marry other partners. So let's see, how deep is your love? How deep is pile number one's love? Ooh. How deep is pile number one's love? Chloe Sevigny. She's doing some decluttering, so maybe she's had a lot of things happen in her life. A new start is coming. Ooh. I just saw the High Priestess. So we have the new moon. A new start is coming. So pile number one, Chloe Sevigny. So maybe that's what all this decluttering is about. Maybe you are bringing in new love, and that is why you are supposed to declutter your life right now, because it's like, how deep is your love? You intuitively know that your love is getting bigger. Abundance is coming in. You are flirty. You know, like, I'm hearing like you're you're like You're a snack. You're like that Kiki song. Kiki Palmer like a snack. If you ever heard Kiki Palmer like a snack, you're like a snack. So I'm really seeing with the King of Wands that we have here. Like you're like a snack. Like you're really desired. You might have a really beautiful chest area. People might look at your chest a lot when they look at you. So it might be like distracting. Pile number one. I'm hearing like people just want to carry your burdens. They want to carry your weight, and they love looking at your body, and they love to pleasure you, and you love to excite, like you get excited, and like how how like people like to be in control, or you make them feel like they are in control, but they're not in control. So I'm seeing like where this new start is coming from. Let's get some clarification. So we have you're very close to achieving your goal. So people want to help you achieve your goal. Okay, my pizza burnt. So I don't know if that was a sign that I shouldn't be eating pizza. My pizza burnt, part number one. So, maybe you don't have time to like, you feel like you don't have time to do everything that, you want to do. Maybe you're burning your food because you're not taking time to make sure that it's out of the oven on time, or it's in the oven at the right time. A win-win outcomes in the forecast. So we have a lot of Libra. So it is all about balancing, decluttering. She could be a Libra. She could have some Libra in her house, Chloe Savini. She's done a lot in balancing her career. She's done a lot in maintaining her career, maintaining her celebrity, making sure that she is doing the right jobs, and also like making sure that she's getting the right promotion, staying with the right management. You know how to balance yourself well, group number one. We have a fiery climax approaches. So let's get some clarification on this fiery climax in Aries. So, self-starter, you going off and people just wanting to be careful, because people might want to be in control of, I'm hearing people are so thirsty. People are so thirsty. They can't get enough of you. They're going to want to own you because you complete them. Like you exacerbate them, like you blossom them. You see that blossom right there? You open up their body like a flower, like an onion, all of the layers, all of the depths of who they are, and allow them to understand who they are as a person, and gravitate to a higher level and higher dimension. And so when this is happening, you have to be careful, because people might want to try to own you. People might want to try to profit off of your energy, keep you to themselves. Oh my gosh, and they might want to just like stick it in, and like I'm hearing, like stick it in and keep this on the down low. Because they like, you're like someone's little secret, like you're like someone's obsession. Like people obsess about you in their bedrooms, behind closed door. Like your people, like your love is so deep that, by the time you're inside of the house, you're already taking clothes off. You already got your shirt off inside of your house. And it's not so much that it's the other person's clothes, it's your clothes because you're so desirable. So people have to take your clothes off. You know? He desires her so much. She's bare. And he's like robed. He has his whole body like you're completely you're desirable. But also you have so many, I'm like seeing like, okay, how many offers? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Yeah, you have so, you're like so fertile, and you don't just choose anyone. You don't just, you don't just allow anyone to satisfy you. It takes a lot for you to be satisfied, group one, you know? It took time for you to get where you are, and for you to only go back and turn around and date someone that doesn't even treat you the way that you should be treated, make you feel the way that you should be felt. You know, it's like you handle it. Oh my gosh, like it's there. Like you handle it. I don't like you really handle it. And you know that. Like you're like, okay, yeah, eat it all up. Eat it all up because you know I'm gonna get what I want later. So group one, Chloe Savini, how deep is your love? Like your love is so deep, and people get so mesmerized into your love. Like it's undeniable. You have this energy too. You can like shift. You can like shift the colors of the sky. You know, that's how like strong your energy is. It's like when you're feeling in a certain emotion and a certain feeling, and like unconsciously, subconsciously, you could be somewhere and it could be so sunny and bright, and then you could go somewhere and it shifts, and next thing you know, you start seeing the colors blue, you start seeing rainbows, like, and you are a giver. People love you so much. People love you so much, group one, because you're a giver. You never stop giving. You always you always make sure that, you know, I'm hearing like, I mean, you can have your cake and eat it too. I'm hearing that you can have your cake and eat it too. You know, you can have your cake and someone can eat it too, and you're fine with that as long as you're satisfied with what you have finished. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but someone's having your sloppy seconds, you know, like, so you, like, people see you as a new beginning. People see you as the beginning of a movie. You know, you open up dimensions in their mind, in their brain. You know, you connect cells within their body that brings them into higher dimensions. You're a showstopper, I'm hearing. Okay, okay. Let's get another closure. How deep is pile number one's love? Okay, no, let's get some clarification. Clarification with this verse. A time to give rather than, yeah, you love cooking for people. You might be a cook. You know, you might be in the hospitality career. You might be a provider. Also, like, you are so like cutthroat. You give it real. Like, these cards are so explicit, group one. I don't even know. Look at some clarification with judgment. Some clarifications. People feel judged, like they don't want to be judged. They feel like there are certain people that are sexually attracted to you, pile number one, that are of the opposite sex or of the same sex, and that feel like, you know, you're not necessarily their type, but because you're so attractive, you and your energy is so different, you do something to them that makes you feel like they can't release. You're something that they don't want you to release. They know that they will be prosperous with you because but like they know that this is like a romantic situations that they want, but you would have to communicate with this. You know, people are gonna have to communicate and step up and like work hard to get to you. You know, and it might be someone, people like your emotions. You bring people's emotions out. You know, you are cutthroat. So this is the end of pile number one. How deep is your love? Like, you're definitely very close to, like, you know, people see you as the goal, and you are just decluttering things in your life. You're changing, you're opening up, you're strong, like, you're independent. You've got it going on, group number one. Pile number one, Chloe Savini, like, keep up the good work because you guys are killing it. I'm so effing hungry. I'm so mad at my pizza. I'm just gonna make a smoothie. It's not even worth eating the calories for burnt pizza right now. And I usually love burnt pizza, but this iced coffee is better. Okay, so I'm even like, I'm hearing for like pile number two that basically something that you initially wanted, you know, Constance Wu, something you initially wanted turned out that you got something better that you never thought you would have expected to like more. So Constance Wu, I'm hearing like, you know, she was one of the most admired people in 2017. Pile number two, you're achievers. How deep is your love? Like, you are all about the money. You're all about the business. You know, you are a role model. How deep is your love, pile number one? I mean, oh, so pile number two, you might have some answers that you're looking for in pile number one, so you might want to check that out. So how deep is your love, pile number two, Constance Wu? So I really loved her in Crazy Rich Asians. I think my favorite thing about Crazy Rich Asians was the cast, the fact that it wasn't all Asian cast. They do not do that. You know, Hollywood has not done that in a very long time. And, you know, they rarely appreciate the Asian culture and that particular expertise, you know, when it comes to fashion. Like, there are a lot of Asian fashion moguls that are big in the fashion industry and just the entertainment industry in general that are not appreciated. But we're not going to be appreciating people like Alexander Wang because he's just not a good person. Okay, so Artemis, we got the Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So I'm hearing that you're a really family oriented person and you're working on your heart chakra, pile number two. So how deep is your love? Your love is very like healing. You're healing. Your energy is so healing. You have the green Terra. Start delegating. So you have the power to persuade people to kind of like move how you move. So if you're doing something in particular, other people will gravitate on that energy just because you're such a strong role model. And look at her. She looks really good when she's like with what she's doing. You know, the green Terra. And I'm even hearing like green tea might be a really big thing. Like green tea might really help your body with like its healing process and detoxification process. So drink lots and lots of green tea. It says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So I'm definitely hearing like, because your aura is so pure, you have such a pure aura. You know, Constance Wu's aura was so pure in the movie. And even though she was a really nice girl and she had a great head on her and great people around her, the mother could still not like see the good for what her son's daughter's her son's girlfriend, like, see, you see how it's like such a tongue twister. It's like people are just making you something that you're not. And I'm hearing that that's why your family is protected, pound number 2, because there are people that have tried to, I'm getting attacked. Go for your family, go for the people that you love the most. So there could be an ancestor like curse on you. Like, you know, I'm not saying like a lot of Asian movies, like a lot of Asian horror movies are really good. Like some of the best movies in the world are like Asian, right? So we got the Queen of Swords in pile number 1. So that's kind of interesting how pile number 2 got that out, but I put that back in the deck. So we're just gonna check it out. Check it out. Let's get this. How deep is your love? Pile number 1, White Terror. Perspective. So basically, it's like there's a better way. Pause for reflection. So, pile number 2, your perspective is changed dramatically. It's like you are walking into another life. Pile number 2. It's just like Crazy Rich Asians. It's like something that shocked you so much that you never experienced, you know, the American dream, the white picket fence, everything that you could have ever wanted. I just saw 222, you guys. So 222 is an important number. It's about relationships. You are looking at your relationships and seeing, oh my gosh. Pile number 2, you're getting married. Like, pile number 2 is getting married, literally. How deep is your love? People want to marry you. That's how deep your love is. Your love is as deep as Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Yeah, environmentalism. So you have the divine passion, the Pele. People see you, your body looks so good, your skin looks so good, you absorb energy, and then you sonically, push out your energy and like radiate your energy into the room and like shape shift it so that like people feel your energy as soon as you're near them. And this person that has caught like an interest of you is definitely one of those people. Let's see. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Green Terra. Start delegating. So, excuse me. I'm hearing like, if you're like embarrassed about like moving in with this person, like tell this person like, oh yeah, I want to move in. Let's be together. Like, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of fiery energy, creative energy, healing energy, heart chakra healing. You have the solar plexus, and then you have the sacral chakra. So in this Mother Earth, you're like, this is a golden opportunity, because if you change your perspective and realize that you are a sensitive light being, you know, and that you have to get ready. You have to plan your wedding. Your wedding is coming. Like, this is coming soon. Let's see, why is this? How deep is your love? Why is this? Time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So we have a lot of air energy. So you could be messing with a Libra, or you could be a Libra. And then we have the Four of Raphael in reverse. And the Queen of Michael under. So a lot of air energy. So cutthroat. Seek other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So it's like you've already taken those possibilities. You know, you're seeking those possibilities. You're seeing what life has to offer, and you're seeing what it has given you. And because of that, you have all this air, all of this motion, and you're just letting things play out. You're enjoying them. You're taking that perspective and finally allowing yourself to just be an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents thoroughly. So what is this? Is this golden opportunity that we speak of? This golden opportunity? Is this a golden opportunity of a past life, endings and beginning? So I'm hearing that this is exactly so if you have not watched Crazy Rich Asians yet with Constance Wu, you definitely have to go watch that movie, because that is exactly how your life is planning out. In these cards, we have you as a fighter. You know, look at her mom and what she went through. Her mom had an affair with another man because her husband was beating on her and abusing her and was going to kill the man that she was with and her. So because of that, her mom had to, I'm not going to tell you the rest. I'm not going to tell you the rest because that's already enough of a spoiler. I already spoiled some of it. It's a beautiful story, and it basically, like, it's like a Cinderella story. And it says, 10 of Michael, a situation has ended. You are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So you're really like closing doors. Group 2 is closing doors. Group 2 is like chains. Constance Wu is like a whole nother level of boss, because you're taking this wisdom and you're putting the work into it, and you're getting down and dirty, and you're taking this golden opportunity, you know, of a past life, because you're grounding yourself, and you're ending things and you're balancing things the way that they need to be balanced. And these are just beautiful opportunities. You're really clearing your throat chakra. Well, I'm hearing that your throat chakra, your throat chakra is what it's getting cleared right now. Your throat chakra is where you need to focus your energy on, because you have this soulmate connection from a past life, this golden opportunity, this marriage from someone from your childhood, someone you knew when you were small in a past life, someone when you were a kid in another life that you fell in love with. You know, something that like you're rekindling. I saw 828. I don't know what that means, but I'm definitely gonna do my research. 28, 28. 828, 28, 28. So that's really interesting. And then we have 7 of Michael. So I'm seeing like 2 and 8. 2 is partnership. 8 is abundance. So it's like partnership and abundance. Going into your abundance. Walking into your abundance. There's a better course of action available to you. Walking alone may not be the best answer. Review all details. So it's like, don't walk alone into the situation. Even if you have to walk against pride. 909. Do what works for you. Do what is pushing you into the best scenario in 2022. You know, find your soul tribe. Accept this partnership, accept this opportunity, to have everything you've ever wanted with someone that is going to love you the way that a best friend should, because you deserve that love. And if you change your perspective, like you decided to from that point on, group 2, because your love is so deep that you have seen all the bullshit, you've seen all the torture, you've seen all of, like, okay, I just want to talk about this date that I had a long time ago because I think this is relevant. Like, I went on this date, and I remember, like, I was doing dating apps a long time ago, and I was like 21, 22, and I was listening to Lana Del Rey, and I was driving in the car, and I talked to this guy, and we were talking about meeting each other for lunch, and we were going to meet each other and eat some Asian food, and wind up going there, listening to Lana Del Rey, talking, and like he just sped away. And I was just like, that was just so crazy because he looked at from my intentions that I guess we were never gonna make a like romantic connection that night because I didn't kiss him. But the real thing is like I was feeling it. It just wasn't that moment, you know? And then look, years later, I learned from that situation, hey, people just aren't ready if they're not ready. And when they are ready, they're ready. And now I'm in like a committed relationship with the right person. So I'm so proud of you, group 2. I'm just saying, I'm really proud of you. Okay, so we're gonna end this reading for group 2. You got a wedding to plan. So go plan your wedding with this child, best friend, soulmate connection. You know, get out there, feel your energy, feel yourself. Constant, you know, and definitely go watch Crazy Rich Asians because it's gonna be like the best movie you've ever watched. And take this 10 of Ariel as like a confirmation that you are gonna go to France if you've never been to France. You're gonna go to Paris if you've never been to Paris. There's so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. You're expanding your family. You're getting pregnant if you never got pregnant before. You're getting married if you never got married before. You're getting the house if you never got the house before. You're going traveling across the country if you've never traveled across the country before. Okay. Thanks, file number 2. You brought that energy out of me, Constance Wu. Okay, we need to go to Millie Bobby Brown. Hi, pile number 3. I'm excited for this. Let's clear the energy. Sorry, you guys. If you do have your headphones on, I apologize. Just know that I'm going to be ringing it again. So if you have your headphones on, please put it down. Okay, pile number 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate you, pile number 3. I'm sorry, but how deep is your love? Millie Bobby Brown, like, you guys have the best energy ever. I can already feel it. Pile number 3, Millie Bobby Brown. This is the reading. This is the reading. Your love is so deep. You're irresistible. You know, Millie Bobby Brown, she has been in Stranger Things since she was like, what, 11, 14? Like, and she's only getting better, and her fashion sense is better, and she is connected with Drake. Okay? And I'm not gonna throw out any like scandals because Millie's still 18. But there's obviously some juice there. You know, somebody's obviously attracted, somebody obviously wants to get in there. You know, but it's like 18 and plus. You know, we've been talking since I was 16, but now that I'm 18, I don't need no frauds. I don't need no. I'm hearing Nicki Minaj. I don't need no frauds. So there are people basically that are trying to silence Drake. I'm hearing that people are trying to silence Drake at one point. Nicki. I'm not gonna like. Nicki was silenced. Was trying to get. Nicki was almost silenced by Drake, right? And so it's like because Nicki was almost silenced by Drake, or Drake tried to silence Nicki. That's where the whole Millie Bobby Brown situation came in, because Drake doesn't have a lot of close relationships with females, because a lot of the females that he has close relationships with, he wants to, you know, have sex. He wants to fuck. And not every girl wants to do that. You know, the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist, Drake. This is Millie Bobby Brown here. The limit does not exist. Like, there are people that are going to be in this chat room that don't need to be in this chat room. So don't be in this chat room if you're in this chat room right now, because it's about to get real. So don't be in this chat room if you can't handle it. Don't be in this chat room if it's 18 plus. This is for the Millie Bobby Brown, How Deep Is Your Love, Power number 3, realist kings here and queens. So we got the 3 of Wands. So I don't know what's going on, but like Millie, but like she just broke up with her boyfriend, and we know that her boyfriend is notorious, basically talking about, oh yeah, I groomed her. Like, what is he talking about? Just because he's a TikTok superstar and he wants to talk about, oh yeah. So basically he has like 1 million followers on TikTok, but he's going to talk about grooming Millie and doing all of these things with her sexually. And I have to just give a shout out to Sloan on YouTube, because I love the fact that he informs you with detailed, accurate celebrity news everywhere. And I just have to say, I'm really feeling for Millie, because if she was with this 21-year-old when she was 17 or 16 years old, and now like she's literally at the next level, like I'm just saying, like, I think honestly, she knew what she was getting into. This is the industry that we're talking into. Not talking about, oh yeah, she doesn't deserve to be shamed. No one's shaming her. You know what you're getting into when you're coming into an industry like this. If you haven't understood that before, then why are you in this industry? Excuse me. She has family around her, but she's also had a lot of family scandals. To her, this relationship with Drake is like family. To her, this relationship, you know, people connect with you, group 3, because your relationship is really familiar. You know, it's familiar. I'm hearing like you could know a lot of Spanish people. You could connect really close to Spanish people. You could watch a lot of telenovelas. You could have a lot of diverse relationships, multi-racial relationships. You don't feel uncomfortable being around any colored person, any ethnicity of a person, any nationality, sexuality. You could care less. And that's what makes you so attractive, because you're so comfortable in your energy, and it just feels like you don't play. And you know, you come in really as like a wild card. You come in as a wild card. People don't really understand what you are at first, because when you have your hair cut off, you know, you look like a boy, and then you're a little bit young. So people don't really look at you as sexually attractive. And then it comes to that moment where it's like, oh, we were hating on you because we didn't think this show was that good, knowing that deep down we like wanted to dick ride you. And the only situation that I have to feel like is like, if Millie is like people like look at you like, oh yeah, that's somebody that I would get high with, that's somebody that I would do drugs with, that's somebody that I would party with, drink with, have a good time with, smoke with, like enjoy the day with, the vibe with. Like people want to smoke with you, people want to remember that moment with you. Number 3, you are a bombshell. You are a bombshell. Number 3 is the bombshell, you know? And then like people want to wife you up or husband you up. You got Emperor, the head and the neck, upscale, his and hers, soulmate, connection, empress, my ride or die. So maybe it's the fact that like this is like an arranged marriage type of thing. And because you're of age now, hey, if people from the family that you know, like that are friends of the family, want to date you, they might come through the family, and then next thing you know, you might wind up having like one of those arranged marriages, and you might wind up marrying somebody quicker than you thought. We have the page of secrets, the page of swords. It'll be our little secret. So it's like, you know that this is something that is accumulating. This is, this is the situation where it's going towards. But also it's like, okay, you were groomed. Are you going to bounce back to that sex kid? And are you going to bounce back to that nymphomaniac tendency? Because you got the Tower 2.0. So let's get some clarifying with this Tower 2.0. So you got the King of Gold, King of Coins. So somebody here who wants to spend money on you. So you got somebody who wants to spend the money on you. Let's get some more clarification. Who is this King of Coin? Somebody who likes to be shirtless. They might bling themselves out. Might like to dress up. How deep is King of Coins love? This is a bad boy. Oh, goodness. I'm hearing like, this is a bad boy. This is karmic. This is karmic. This is not somebody. Oh, my goodness. You got... So this could be the ex. This could be the bad case of the ex. I'm hearing it's back to that Nicki Minaj song by Drake, Frauds. Like, you don't need frauds. You don't need people that are going to be in your corner that are going to be fraudulent. And I think that's why I needed that ring, because people feel heartbroken that you're a bombshell. People feel heartbroken that you look so good. And now you have these people that want to lay it down. You're contagious. Sex, heat, footsteps. Who's that lady? Atlantis, Mr. Big, Between the Sheets. Transition, poverty, death, life lessons, vengeance. It's like people want to come back and throw their shit on you. Police, detective, protect and serve, my brother. Bad boys, people trying to lay down cheap shit, cheap karmic behavior, gossip, bring the fucking worst shit to you. This is not even like, so you're so like, your energy is so potent that I'm hearing that because your energy is so potent, it attracts negative energy too. it attacks negative vampires to the max. You know, vampires, like energy vampires to the max, come for you, group 3, because your love is that deep. So give yourself a clap, group 3, because your energy is that potent. I'm seeing 4, 4, 4, 4. Your energy is that potent. Your energy is that strong. You attract energy vampires. People have to have you. And you're ending situations with people like that. You're cutting cords. You don't have time for that. You're a celebrity. You're the star. You're the master manifester. And even if you have to get things away because you've learned that even though you don't like walking over people, there are certain people in this world that deserve to be walked over if they push those buttons. Okay? And they really want to take that throat chakra. And they want to keep you confused. But they're the ones that are confused. They don't know what to do with you. They know that at the end of the day, they're going to have to come in hot and lay this down. They have to end this cycle with you. They only want the money. They only want the money, and they like the fact some of you might be black, and they might just like the fact that you're black. They might just like the fact that you are colored. They might like the fact that you're ethnic. They might like your nationality, your race. That might be what turns them on. You know? And it's like, if people want to put you in this situation, like, don't be with somebody in this abusive relationship. Like, clarifying, do the right thing. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Ending the situation with this chaotic vampire. Clarifying, do the right thing. Yeah, because you got a new situation coming towards you. Yeah, this is crazy. Let's clarify. Let's clarify 3 of Wands. 3 of Wonder. How deep is your love? Ooh! 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 This is some sick shit. Oh my goodness. Some sick shit. This is some sick shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. This is some sick shit. I'm sorry. Power number 3. This is some sick shit. Your love is so deep that it causes the people that love you that much, whose secrets that they shared to you, you know, even if you decide to hide those secrets, it's like they feel like if they can't have you, no one can have you. They're like, if they can't have you, no one can have you. Your love is so deep that if we're going to be best friends and love each other, then we're going to be enemies and hate each other. If we can't be friends, we're going to be enemies. You know, this is someone who keeps coming back. Scream. Never gives up. Never dies. Always reincarnates into a body, a cycle. There's the same repetitive cycle trying to come back. I'm hearing sex tape. You might have a sex tape that people might be like, oh yeah, this person has a sex tape. I have this sex tape. I'm gonna leak this sex tape. Oh yeah, I got this. I wanna somebody trying to call out your dirty laundry and tell you that you were something that you never were. Or you were something that you really weren't. So I'm really somebody's like that stabbed you in the back. Clarifying Nipsey Hussle. No, let's get some clarifications with this deck. Clarifying Nipsey Hussle. Who's Nipsey Hussle? Advocate. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Clarifying Scream. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at her butt. Oh my, that's what I'm hearing in my head. Like, people are just hating. Like, they're hating. They're hating. This is like the constant, like, people are just gonna keep talking and talking and talking. Like, oh my goodness, aren't you done? Like, aren't you over it yet? Like, okay, her butt is fat. So what? It looks good. So what? Like, why do you hate it so much? Why are you hating on her so much? Like, stop being a hater. That's the fact. These are the people that are obsessed with you. They can't stop. They can't get over you. But they feel like you did something to wrong them, even though they were the ones that wronged you. And that's why you have this Wheel of Fortune, because good things are happening in your life. Your life is going towards the better because you are changing, improving yourself, self-improvement. You got the Tombstone. People want to see you in the grave if they can have you. And you got multiple haters. You got about 4 haters. And whole time it's 4 guys that just want to have sex with you. Like, and that's the sickest thing. Like, it's these bad boys. It's these boys that can't get enough of you, don't want to get enough of you, don't want you to let them go because they can't get over the fact that you look, it's like Plan B by Megan Thee Stallion. Dick don't run me, I run dick. Ha, you's a bitch. So thank you so much, Group 3, for checking out this reading. I'm going to do a little bell. Okay, so we just had our throat chakras attacked. Thank you so much for checking out my videos. If you did watch Group 1 through 3, piles 1 through 3 in the Pickcards, I just want to say thanks for coming toward the end. If you guys want to subscribe or like the video, I would definitely appreciate that. When we get enough subscriptions, I'm going to start doing some giveaway. I'm going to start giving away some tarot cards. So if you are interested in subscribing, definitely like the video down below, subscribe, and in the future, we'll be doing one of our tarot card giveaways from one of my personal decks. So definitely like that button. I appreciate you for checking my video out, and I will see you guys later. Peace.